All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. Newton now to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Third and long, it's Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Jones. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now it's Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Got some real estate inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, Could be a long looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. When this ball's tipped and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now Newton on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Here's Newton, escaping the pressure right. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Brooks Reed in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Getting it out left side to Sanu. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run, and they're still accurate throwing the football.
Ryan, flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Julius Peppers in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Newton now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Brooks Reed in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. Play action, Ryan. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And that one results in 35 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Tuesday. Gun. 25
On 2nd down, Ryan. And that'll be held in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are in for 6. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Newton on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off the route. and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Gun, 20. Let's go.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On second down, here's Newton. They'll roll him out right, eluding the pressure right. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Ryan to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Let's go.
They go play action now. Ryan. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They go play action with Ryan. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
Let's go.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd down, Freeman. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Ryan. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Ryan now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the 50, Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Keanu Neal. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now it's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 20. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Here's Newton. Shreds the tackle. Refusing to go down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Come on now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Back to throw, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Newton again. Finding room to the 20. Wide open receiver complete. And finally wrestled down at the 11. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, Newton being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton taking it in. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. After the run, Newton going to throw. And it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Freeman again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
don't touch me, I'm torching. Had to fix on my